What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's time to check out Hogwarts Legacy here on the Steam Deck. If you pre-ordered the deluxe version on console or PC, you can get in 72 hours early. This is a little bit concerning when it comes to testing because I'm pretty sure we'll see a patch by Friday, if not shortly after, to deal with a lot of the issues that we're seeing in the game currently. It certainly isn't running the way I was hoping, being deck verified. Now, just starting off, taking a look at the settings here, I'm 800p with FSR2 on quality. I do have VSync and 60 FPS, motion blur, depth of field, all of that turned off over here. And then I'm just running low settings. As we get into it, we'll get more into what the performance is like there, but it's not really worth me getting heavy into the settings in this video because performance is just really all over the place. Running here at the low 800p 60 FPS, you're going to see things just jump all over, and that's not because of shader caching or this being the first time I'm in this spot. It's just typical performance that I would get over and over again here. Capping to 30, and we'll talk about this more a little bit later, could be the best way to mitigate some of the problems that the game's having with performance and frame rate drops and optimization. But it doesn't solve everything as you get into the game. And the holy grail of 40 FPS, which I'm really hoping to pull off in this game down the road, certainly isn't achievable inside the school or outside, depending on what you're doing. You'll see huge frame rate dips in between load-in areas like this, and even worse performance where you can't get to 40 in other areas of the game. And we're still pretty early on, where I'm only about 2 hours in. We haven't even gotten to flying around the open world or major combat with multiple enemies and particle effects and everything that's going to be going on. So I don't have a lot of high hopes for how the game's going to run later on. And you can see here with these settings, a lot of big dips right here as we're loading into these other areas. Now, we've seen this a lot recently with PC releases. This is not just a Steam Deck problem. This is on my PC. This is on Shadow. This is on friends' PCs as well. We definitely need some patches for this. Now, when we get a little further into the game to this village, you'll see way worse performance than at the school. You won't be able to hold a 40 FPS no matter what. And again, that just tells me that as we get even further into the game and flying around, exploring, getting into combat, the performance is probably only going to get worse the deeper I get into it. But I will be getting farther into the game on PC and getting ready for those patches to come so we can test more. Now, just jumping into a 30 FPS cap real quick here with the deck's menu. Like I said, this could help you mitigate some of the problems that Hogwarts Legacy is having here on deck. Again, this is a PC issue more than a Steam Deck issue when it comes to this performance, but this does help some. It won't stop all of your hiccups and hitches and problems, but because most of the variation is between the 30 and 60 mark when playing, this will help some. But again, later in the game, I don't know if this is going to get even worse. But I'm sure we're going to see patches for this soon, as we have with other PC releases, and I'll be getting further into the game so we can test that when those patches come out. And I'll also test these areas again to see what kind of increase we get, as I've done in past videos. But I was hoping for more out of Hogwarts Legacy on Steam Deck and PC overall. I am getting a little frustrated with the constant PC releases the past year or two that need patches pretty quickly to fix them up, and it makes it harder to test. But anyways, this is our day one early access testing for Hogwarts Legacy here on Steam Deck. It is certainly a playable experience, but not the best, and you might want to go for that 30 FPS at the moment until we get some patches. And again, I'll test all this again when they release some nice performance updates. All right, guys, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. I hope it helped you out at all with maybe deciding to purchase the game or play it on deck or whatever the case. I've certainly seen worse, but I definitely want to see much better here. All right, guys, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video as always, and I'll see you in the next one.